Tour ride, day 41. I'm in a room with a ceiling, a bed, electricity, running water, an espresso machine, and someone's about to go make me my first breakfast of the day. I don't ever want to leave this place. All right, it's decision time. I mean, all know how good I am at decisions. I've heard reports before the trip about how tough the section coming out of Abiquiu is. It dips down into Santa Fe National Forest. There's a few different summits. There's hike-a-bikes. All reports is that on the best day, it's a long stretch, a tough stretch. I've heard this year that those roads are in particularly bad shape. So it's about 80 miles to Cuba, New Mexico. There's one campground 60 miles in, and it's likely I probably wouldn't make it there today, given what I've heard. So it'd probably be wild camping. I'd be looking at getting to Cuba hopefully tomorrow night. I've been following in the footsteps of two friends, Mary and Melissa, who I think I mentioned before, met them way back in northern Montana, and have been at times leapfrogging, but they're generally faster. And that horrible day on the CDT a couple days ago, I actually followed their tracks the entire day, so thank you guys for leading the way. There's a few points where there was no trail, it was just grass, and I was able to follow their footsteps and find the right way. So thank you. They sent me a route that skirts the edges of the forest, gets to Cuba, 70 miles, almost entirely paved. It'd be a long hot day in the sun, but I'd be looking at a hotel tonight and accelerating things because it is day 41 and I gotta get this thing done. And the idea of pushing my bike for another few hours today instead of making good progress, I don't know. So far I have followed Tour Divide route every inch of the way. There's been so many opportunities to follow or to shortcut on paved roads or to follow the Great Divide mountain bike route instead of Tour Divide and save a day or half a day. So going off route means I feel like to some degree I've wasted my time. I could have been done by now if I took a more direct route. And I love the idea of following it to the letter. And the other consideration is that the last few days have really been tough. My legs are not in great shape. Honestly, if time weren't a factor and this place where I'm staying wasn't fully booked tonight, I'd probably take a rest day here. So I'll mull it over breakfast. But I think probably I'll follow their footsteps and head to Cuba tonight. I think reaching the border by hook or crook is more important to me than sticking to the route at this point. So with that, I need to not only get breakfast, I need to figure out how to pack my bike. My new bag that I'm psyched to have only has 16 liters of capacity, and it hangs from the seat and wobbles around. So really I need to pack light. So I have a cardboard box I'm filling with all the stuff that I don't absolutely need for the rest of this trip. I guess with that, I need to get going and make this thing happen one way or the other. 70 miles on pavement is still, you know, it's still probably 7 hours, 8 hours in the desert sun. Well, that was about as close to a no-brainer, a quick decision as I've made on this trip. Found a reasonably, well, actually pretty cheap motel in Cuba, and yeah, I'm gonna go off route. All right, it only took about 3 hours of work, but I did it. I got everything packed up on that bike in its new little saddle pack back there. It is very scarce. I think the only kind of luxury I have now is a stove, and I'm still debating if it's worth using up that much space for a stove. Go to the post office because I have an entire box full of stuff. And I'll tell you what, this whole box is probably 7 or 8 pounds of stuff. So I guess the good news here is that I will be able to ride a lot lighter and faster. I'll tell you what, it's only been about a mile or so of riding it, but so far I'm digging the whole new rig. It's definitely lighter and more responsive.
It's harder than it seems. Birds are flying all around.
Muddy. Alright, so far the rig is running exceptionally well. I'm actually really happy. One thing I'm really happy about is right there's a little blinky light, and that's powered off my front hub directly. So if the bike is moving forward, that light is on, and that's being obscured by the rack. So I haven't really had a blinky light in the back. And so a day like today, when everything's fully charged, I'll have the blinky light going in the back and headlight going in the front, and safety first. So one of the things I've heard to look out for in New Mexico are the dogs. And you know, some people want to keep their bear spray. And I'll tell you what, these dogs in New Mexico are fierce. They are fierce dogs coming up to you on the side of the road, licking your hands, saying hi, giving you a little puppy time. Yep. Alright, I haven't been on long this morning, but so far I've gone through some cool neighborhoods. I met Boris the dog. I've met a couple other people along the way who are really happy to say hi. Saw some cool neighborhoods, really neat rock formations. And you know what I haven't done? I haven't pushed my bike. I've been on it, turning pedals, sitting in the seat, steering. Crazy. Alright, so far I'm not regretting the decision to head into Santa Fe Park at all. Now stopping to reconfigure the Crocs a third time. Should have listened to Boris. He's a good helper dog. He had some good insights on bikepacking gear configurations, but I thought, you're just a dog. Boy, am I glad it's not raining today. I bet this would be a whole different day if it was. It's a zigzaggy path, and I fear that is a zigzaggy hill climb. Oh. Yep, I was right. Here we go. Climbing that dam or whatever it is.
camera is going to flatten all of this and make it look far away, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty spectacular here in person. I know I'm supposed to be racing. I know I've got another 50 miles still to get to my goal tonight, but this place is just pretty, I think it's worth stopping and checking out.
I'm the last of it, the slow and without wit. Among the living I am dead. I lie awake at night, daydreaming about life. In the corner
at times in this journey I felt like I've been on a quest, and that looks like Lonely Mountain, the Hobbit over there. Kind of bummer the real route doesn't come this way. I mean, I'm sure I'm missing some amazing stuff there, no doubt about that. The route always brings you to some spectacular places. I'm glad I came here today. This is cool.
I'm lost and I am sorry. When you go out and see your friend,
Alright, one last view. It's the causeway I just rode across.
worry for me.
Pretty awesome. A little over halfway to Cuba, and we got some big storm coming in. The wind has been howling, throwing me all over the place. So I was about to stop and pull out my rain jacket. I was looking for a tree. I see one. As I slow down, this dog comes bolting across the 65-mile-an-hour road I'm on, right at me. So I unclipped to fend him off my left, slow down, and he I use these trees here. Just get to, he comes at me, I unclip my left foot. My right foot is so caked up with mud I can't unclip it, and I go down on my side. You know, there's there like, oh Ricky, you shouldn't do that, or whatever. Oh, she didn't have an accent like that. That was me. And I asked, is there anywhere I could get shelter from the storm? She's like, just up the road. I'm in this super rare grove of trees. The excuse being I'm sheltering from the storm. No storm yet. But to be honest, this day is still hard, but entirely the opposite way of hard. Instead of technical riding up and down and starts and stops and pushing and things like that, it's just been a slog. I've been on one road since the reservoir, which was about 25 miles ago, even more. And that one road has gone straight and then up and down. And there's just a really long false flat that was just sucking energy. And I finally got over a summit, and that's when the wind kicked in. So I didn't get to descend at all. Which, okay, fine, whatever. But I'm just tired. It's been a long, sustained effort. So I'm hanging out. Found my rain jacket. Found Glenn's rain jacket. So, having some food, having some water, and then if it's not raining, I'll head back out. Hello, son. Check out this place. It's my home for the night. old school. Love it. And he gave me room number 1. I guess I want to keep an eye on me. This brings me back. So, I asked the guy in the office, what's good for food around here? And he said, well, there's the Phillips 66 gas station. So, last night I had a, hand-rolled hamburger with, Angus beef and smothered fries and profiteroles for dessert. And tonight, I guess I'm looking at, Slim Jims. All right, Tour Divide, day 42. Can I still call it Tour Divide? I wasn't on Tour Divide route today. I'm still going to call it Tour Divide, whatever it is. It's day 42. Got my burger covered in green chili, and I've got some cheese fries covered in red chili, covering all the food groups. And after I take care of that, I may head over to the Speedway and stock up on some ice cream for the evening, because I haven't had ice cream in almost 24 hours. It's getting bad. All right, that's it for now. Tomorrow, back on the route. I've heard that getting to Grants is possible tomorrow. Same time, I'm feeling pretty beat up, so I might check out my options. I like the idea of making solid progress. I'm not sure my body's on board with that, so we'll have a little chat and figure it out. That's all for now. Night.